You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you may not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Shout out to Astropro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. Speaking of free samples, I am honestly so grateful because, as you know, this is allergy season in Texas. I think Texas is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies. I have this tree in my backyard. It is the cottonwood tree. I'm highly allergic to cottonwood, not only myself, but also Travis is, and I believe our children are. And Astropro has come in handy. It's a nasal spray, and it has made such a difference in my seasonal allergies. I feel like I can breathe, and it really helped relieve my symptoms quickly. Astropro is the first of its kind nasal allergy spray. It is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working within 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take an hour. And if you've had allergies, you know that every minute counts. Astropro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astropro. Go to astroproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astropro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astropro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies.
Yay Networks.
I'm Brandi Redmond.
I'm Stephanie Holman, and this is your weekly dose of BS. Good morning, guys.
Hi. Hi.
Morning.
Good morning.
I just got back from Mexico.
So fun. How was it?
I feel like we can't stay in one place. Any of us.
I mean, I'm telling you. Okay, so
No.
have you ever been to Mexico? I'm pretty sure that their ice was not filtered because Montezuma's revenge happened, but it happened like the last day of the trip, which is fine and all if it stops before you get on an airplane. But it was on an airplane. I was sitting on the airplane, like just praying for that seatbelt sign to come off so I could go to the bathroom. I thought I was going to poop my pants.
And then you were that person who pooped on the plane.
Seriously, I was like,
that is the worst.
I was like rocking back.
But by the way, you know the people that go in there and poop because it lingers. Like when they walk by, you're like, whoa.
Well, yeah, and it's not like a regular toilet where that stuff goes down. Like that shit truly does not go down. Like I had to quadruple flush. I was like, oh no.
Well, yeah, and it only goes so far. It stays on the plane.
Yes, it's horrible.
What if they had a chute that just like popped it out, like drops out?
Imagine how terrible that would be.
They should.
Have you?
I swear to God, I have the most amazing invention that I'm too lazy to do. But if somebody wants to do it, then they're fine to take it. But have you ever been in your car? I feel like I always have to go to the bathroom. But have you ever been in your car where you like really need to pee or poop and you're like, ugh. And maybe you're in carpool, maybe you're doing something, but you just can't get to the bathroom on time, like right then and there, but you know you're about to go to a bathroom in your pants. Wouldn't it be great if they had like a seat, like a regular seat, like you sat on in your car?
Some airplanes have where the seat lifts up and then
the seat would, like the seat can like, you know, roll back.
I don't think I want that in my car because that's just more maintenance.
It's like using a catheter.
I swear to God, I would almost do a catheter to live. I could not stand. I mean, like my whole life revolves around my butt. But yeah, like you have no idea how many times I'm like, oh, I just wish I could pee right here.
Oh Lord.
God bless.
But other than that, it was super fun. Not really. It was okay.
Okay, question. Did any of y'all have friends that sold LuLaRoe?
LuLaRoe. I don't know what that is.
No,
it was
I had friends
company, and like it was real popular, like in the suburbs. A lot of like stay-at-home moms sold it. But it was a clothing company. I remember I used to go on Facebook all the time and see people going live selling this LuLaRoe stuff. Well, there's an Amazon documentary that just came out called Lula Rich about how the whole thing was basically a pyramid scheme.
Aren't they all?
Fascinating. You have to watch it because it was very interesting. But my takeaway from this whole thing was these moms were making like $150,000 a month like selling these clothes. But the thing was, they weren't making it selling clothes. They were making the money by recruiting people to go under them. The whole issue with the thing was that it cost about $5,000 to start your business. Mm-hmm. And these moms would take out credit cards to sign up because they saw these other moms getting super rich, and they were like, oh, well, I can do this too. Well, it got to the point to where they had no return policy. You never knew what you were getting in your $5,000 box. And the only people that were really making money were obviously the people that were recruiting. So there was this huge lawsuit with LuLaRoe. But it's a very fascinating documentary. You have to watch it because it was a great business model, but it crumbled because, well, one, everyone got greedy. Like as how these moms spent $150,000 a month and ended up still losing their cars and their houses is wild to me.
So
it was the craziest thing.
I watched Lula Rich, and I remember LuLaRoe, but it wasn't. I did not think it was cute stuff. It was like very basic, like
yes,
like
it was
I
the
would
same
say
cut. They just did different patterns on everything.
Yeah, it wasn't like cute. It wasn't like cute. I did not think it was like the cutest stuff, right? It was like leggings and with patterns and like floral shirts and stuff. But it was like, it wasn't like, maybe I would say like my mom maybe shopped at LuLaRoe from her friend. I don't know, because like it's more like her, like, you know, like more like baggy, like, you know, like floral tops and stuff. She loves some floral tops. I'll tell you that right now. But what it showed me was I should have gotten into LuLaRoe a long time ago. Like, because if you're one of the first people, you're making 100,000. But what it is at the end of the day, they didn't say they were a pyramid scheme, and they were kind of lying about who they were. But I've never done a pyramid scheme. I will say Brandi and I have mutual friends who have done a lot of those little parties that we have to go to or throw. And I would just rather give my friend $20, you know, and be like, here is here's like $20.
Yeah.
But I've had to.
Well, and then it's like you buy something, and then it's like, oh, everybody has the same thing.
Oh, yeah. like
you all have the same piece of jewelry or the same, like maybe there's one outfit that everybody likes.
Yes, like everybody. Yeah. So you go to these parties, and then you feel like you have to buy something. And then everyone buys the same thing. And then you walk around and then you have to wear. Yeah, you're right, Brandi. I'm just like, I would rather just my friend have a GoFundMe, like each friend have a GoFundMe page every month.
Your monthly dues.
You roll your dice. You roll the dice to see who you're going to contribute to this month.
It is your turn. Oh my gosh.
Lord.
And then you try to get out of it, but you feel like you have to go. I don't mind going to them. Don't ask me to throw one of those parties. I hate throwing those parties, you know, like where you're like selling shit. I'm like, it's not my thing. I don't like to leave my house. I don't like to have people over my house that often. You know, just do not ask me.
You know what, Stephanie, I thought was super weird. Did you watch the whole thing?
I did. Yeah, I watched it all. Like when I was getting that bunny, I watched the whole thing in a long time.
What I thought was so strange was that these people that were making a lot of money, the company eventually called them and their husband to their corporate office and told the husband that kind of either they had to quit their job and focus on their wife's clothing company, or they were going to cut them off.
Okay, Brandi, if you were doing a little like jewelry or the clothing side job, and they wanted Brian to quit his real job to support you, what in the hell would Travis would be like? You're on drugs.
I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so. No, I mean, I've signed up to do one of those, like because they'll get you tipsy, and then you sign up, and then like Brian was like, "What were you thinking?" And so then I had to go back and be like, can I have my money back? Because
oh wait, this was a long time ago, but you signed up. Brandi got suckered into signing up.
I got suckered into there. And like literally the next day I was like, oh my God, what did I do? So like I got all these products in, and I literally just took them back down to like the warehouse and gave them back and said, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I lost money, but it was fine.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
It was better to lose a little in the beginning.
Right. Then
I was like, well, that was a really fun night out.
Okay, I have the funniest story about selling stuff. Okay, so I dated this guy before Travis, His name was James. For those of you listening who knew me in Tulsa, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're welcome. He got like somehow suckered into signing up to do Arbonne.
What?
Yes, which is a skincare company.
Yeah.
Like his sister or something. And I was like, what are you? You don't even do your own skin. Like, you don't even wash your face. What are you doing? And he was a medical device salesman. And he now has he now got suckered. He got drunk and she suckered into signing up under her to help her out. I was like, what are you going to do with this? I am not selling it.
Wait, so what is Mary Kay? Is Mary Kay one of those pyramid things?
I know I think Mary Kay's like Avon.
I'm going to be real honest. I don't even know anybody that wears Mary Kay.
No. So I have one of their lip glosses because my hair and makeup artist has done people in the Mary Kay group. And the lip glosses are good and they're like hand things are good. But I wear the same. I like Charlotte Tilbury is kind of what I usually wear, or like I have a few brands that I like. But Mary Kay is like Avon. Remember Avon? I don't think it's pyramid. I think it's more like
it's direct selling.
It's direct selling.
You don't have to purchase the product and then resell it.
But the pyramid scheme, if it's like great money for like the very, very, very top people that get in at the very beginning and have everyone underneath them. But if you're one of the later people like you, Brandi, whenever you got suckered into that, usually you can't make that much money because there's so many people already selling. So the people that do well are the people that got in early. And then the people that don't do well, the other 78% are the people that kind of keep the company afloat. They lose money.
Yes.
That's what I learned watching Lula Rich. But yeah, but I would be horrible at that. Like I would hate it.
I knew right up front I was going to be, Brian was like, yeah, you're like the last person to try to sell somebody something. I was like, well,
because neither you or I are very forceful. I'd be like, would you like to buy my skincare? No. Okay.
You know what? When I went to this wedding in Hawaii, there was an Arbonne convention the last 2 days we were there, and it looked like they bought the hotel. The way that they just they took over the whole thing. There was like signage. It was a lot. But
I have a few friends. That do Arbonne, and they swear by it. Just saying.
No, it's a good product. I just couldn't.
It's from Oklahoma, right?
I don't know. I know the man that I dated that sold it was from Oklahoma.
I mean, more power to you if that's what you're doing. But
there are some people that I know people who sell it and they do really, really well. But they are like those people that have no shame in their game of asking people to have a party at their house and to do all that. Like I would not. I feel so bad. I'd be like, I hate having parties at my house, so I'm not going to ask my friends to do that.
Oh my gosh. Well, I wanted to talk about one of our sponsors really quick, Nutrafol. And I know my hair looks so good right now. So
it does. You know what? Someone sent me a picture actually the other day of you at the nail salon. And I had a friend that was there, and I was like, "She looks really good," but your hair looks very full. You don't have extensions, do you?
No, I do not have extensions. But so one of the things that whenever I was pregnant, with all the hormones and stuff, you just start shedding your hair, you lose your hair, but I started using Nutrafol like right whenever I had the baby, and if you don't know, the changes in your body postpartum can take a toll on your hair. More than 50% of women experience excessive shedding naturally within 3 to 4 months of giving birth. Well, guess what? Not me, because I've been taking my Nutrafol. And Nutrafol was started as breastfeeding friendly, and I did that as well. And OBGYN developed using clinically tested 100% drug-free and natural ingredients that help support whole body recovery and fill nutrition gaps to manage shedding and grow stronger, thicker hair. And this is not a perk that they mentioned when I started taking it, but my nails have been growing like crazy and my lashes.
Oh,
so
really?
I've got some long, lush lashes right now.
I need some long lashes.
Yes. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code WeeklyDose to save $15 off your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere, and it is only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code, all caps, Weekly Dose.
I really appreciate good packaging, and Nutrafol has really great packaging.
Oh my gosh.
They did not skimp out there. Stephanie, are you keeping up with Real Houses of Beverly Hills since you last watched?
Not this week. I have not watched this week. Last time I watched, when was I didn't watch the latest one.
Okay, here's what would annoy you about this episode and it is so, I think just watching y'all have done this, or watching y'all be on the show, it's so clear what's happening here. Dorit and Kyle are afraid to talk about Erica. So when you're afraid to say something on camera, who do you have say it?
Your husband.
Yes. So they had this whole dinner. Oh, yeah. And you know that you can get Travis to get in some mess, or he'll just do it voluntarily sometimes.
Yeah.
But this whole dinner that Dorit and Kyle had with their husbands was all their husbands saying, like, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense. And Dorit's like, well, I have to believe my friend Erica. You know, if Erica's telling me that Tom drove off a cliff and there was a burglar that broke in the house, we have to believe her. And PK's like, no, you don't. Like, it's the most annoying thing. Okay,
so I watched a clip of this conversation, and PK was did you see a clip, Brandi? It was online because I didn't watch the episode, but I feel like the best clips are always. You don't even have to watch the episodes. You can just get online. The best things will be online. Like, let's just be honest, like on those fan pages, it's the best part and then the end. But pretty much like you have to get on because PK is making fun of her and it's hysterical. And I never thought PK was very funny until this. I mean, he's like so funny this year.
Well, he's pointing out the facts because I think he's seeing this for exactly what it is. So this last episode, she said that Tom's house is broken into, that he confronted the burglar. Because he confronted the burglar, he had to have eye surgery. Also, her son drove his car off of a cliff and rolled it as well. So PK was like, okay, what are the odds of your husband and your son both rolling their car? Like 1,000,000 to 1, right? Like, that's not a common occurrence. Also, I love people because they reached out to the Pasadena police.
Shut up.
Got a statement that said Tom was not injured. Tom was sleeping in his bedroom and heard someone in the closet. Tom thought it was his son, so he called out his son's name. He saw a shadowy figure, but no one responded. He thinks a pair of cufflinks was taken, but they had no security cameras. Now, let me just tell you something. If I was going through a $25 million bankruptcy, I too would be robbed of all of my most precious assets. Wouldn't that make the most sense? But they said that because there's literally no security footage, which they think is very odd, the case was suspended. And Kyle said this last episode, she was like, I think she was saying this to Mauricio. She was like, she's like, listening to her, it's all so bizarre that it sounds not true. But she's my friend, so I have to believe her. Like, is that not a reunion-saving line?
It is hard. It is hard. Like, I always put myself in Kyle and Erica's shoes. Like, Brandi, if I were Erica, like, you and I are close enough friends, it would be hard for you to not, like, throw me under the bus. It would be hard for me to, even if I knew there was no way that was true, it would be hard for me to be like, she's a lion.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, I think, like... Yeah, I think it would be really, really hard. And that's the problem with, I feel like, these shows now is they're just so not lighthearted anymore. Like if we were addressing, just issues, fighting, like whatever, like over a dildo, whatever, just for example, that's one thing. But this is literally you're tampering with people's lives.
Yeah, like it's crazy. It's the weirdest. I have to watch this week because I haven't watched it yet, but it's like, it's super heavy. But I haven't watched Salt Lake either, but I don't know if I can watch
I'm not watching.
I don't know if I could watch two like legal things
side
by side in a franchise. It's too much.
No,
it's too much.
Real life destruction.
I mean, I just feel like it's so negative and it's so toxic. And I feel like it literally leaves me with anxiety knowing like kind of the things that we went through and knowing that it when we filmed, it was not that way. And then when it airs, it's another way. And it's like, wait, that's not, that's not what we filmed. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, however, I have been following the traveling van case.
Oh my God. Wait, the one where the girl was missing and then they found her. I watched that last night. I didn't know anything was happening.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Have you been following that, Trey?
A little bit. So I know that the boyfriend, they couldn't find the girl, and the boyfriend was missing, but he was like on the run, and they found a body yesterday.
They found a body yesterday, but then there's also some YouTubers that lost a son, like their son, like years ago to a car accident, and it was like the anniversary of their sons, and they're the ones that found they were video cameraing, and then they found like
footage of the van.
Yeah.
So last night I got back into town, and do you guys know who Nancy Grace is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Travis and I always say, like, God bless. If Nancy Grace is ever on our ass, like, that would be a bad day, because she is like sticks on it. Like, she believes you're guilty. My God, help you. So I was watching something with her. Yesterday, and that's the only thing. So I saw the van. And then it was really weird because I guess the guy, from what she was saying and the people that she had on, I guess the guy refused to say anything. So he's being really quiet. Like, he drove 3 days straight without her in the car, and it's her van, wouldn't answer anybody's phone calls or anything. Like, nobody knew she was missing. Comes home and she's not with him, but he won't say anything. So he was being radio silent, which I think is really shitty too. If her parents are asking and everyone's looking for somebody, and that's your fiance. It's not, I mean, I think it's very suspicious. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
But then, so he's not saying anything. His parents aren't saying anything. So then they go to his parents' house, I think to arrest him, if I'm not mistaken. And then the parents are like, oh, he left 3 days ago to some like woodsy area that's like, I guess, has like crocodiles.
It's like a nature, one of those nature nature preserve swamps.
Yeah, like it's a swamp. So he goes to the swamp while his parents go and get his car. So the parents are like, well, while you're here, he's been missing for 3 days. So why don't we do a missing persons report? So either A, he went to the swamp to end his life, or B, he's there hiding out with the gators and God only knows what else.
Oh, I would not do that.
But it's also really weird that the parents took his car. So there's something really messed up going on. It reminds me of Casey Anthony. Remember Casey Anthony? That whole thing, like everyone was so quiet. And sometimes I think when people are guilty, they think if they're silenced, they'll get away with it, because then the detectives have a ton more work to do. I think I'm just going to put it out there. He is so guilty. So guilty.
Well, but also there was something that they might have seen another crime scene beforehand.
Oh,
like something, there was some other possibility that was out there.
Him and that girl?
I don't know.
That's so weird. I have no idea what, but if you saw a crime scene, wouldn't you come home and say something and not just be quiet? That
was kind of like, I guess the rumor is that she was, like, I guess she potentially was murdered, and then he got away, and then he's being silent because of his lie, like in fear. But I don't know. That was just another possibility.
Yeah, I don't know. But wouldn't the police know? I don't know. So my thing is, I think he killed her. I really do. I think either the best case scenario is he's just somebody who ran away from, like, she fell and he ran away, and that's the worst on him, or he killed her. But either way, he left her there.
Yeah.
And didn't tell anybody.
Interesting.
So whether he killed her or he just left her there to die, I don't know. But I think it's weird. I think it's really sad and weird. And
it's so sad.
I highly recommend watching Nancy Grace, because she just goes off. It's like she gets so mad. I'm like, I was in it to win it last night. I had carpool today, but I was like, I cannot stop watching. It was worth the exhaustion.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is crazy. I went to her Instagram too, because I never really get on that stuff much, but I went to her Instagram too, and it just broke my heart because she just seemed so full of life. And
I did too. I went to her Instagram. I went to his Instagram. I went to her brother's Instagram. I go down a big hole last night. Last night I was at any family member I could find. I was on Instagrams.
Looking for a clue.
Yeah, I was like, oh, so sorry. But yeah.
Speaking of, I'm still watching Clickbait. I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, that's a good show too.
That's such
a good show. I feel like I'm close to the end.
We should definitely start we're going to start, since we're unemployed, well, two of us are, we're going to start a whole
TV book club.
Yep, TV Book Club will tell you guys what to watch, what not to watch. We'll let you know. But yeah, it's so sad. I'm sure that they're going to need lots of therapy. And as you guys know, we have the most amazing sponsor, BetterHelp. And what I love about BetterHelp, for those of you who have tried traditional therapy, and for those of you who haven't, is it's a way to do therapy out of the comfort of your own home. You can do it on the phone. You can do a video call. You can text your therapist throughout the week, and you're matched with your therapist by filling out a questionnaire. And based on that, they match you to the perfect therapist to fit your needs. If for some reason it's not the perfect therapist for you, you can try a different therapist out until you find the perfect match. I think the best thing is BetterHelp is a fraction of the cost of traditional therapy. And again, with COVID and everything going on in the world, I think the fact that you can do it from your home is really, really nice. We want you to start living a happier life today. And as a listener, you'll get 10% off of your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/weeklydose. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose. The most amazing form of therapy.
All right, let's take some bets, because we do this and sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong. Did y'all see that the Real Housewives of New York, the reunion, was canceled?
Yes, I did.
What kind of turmoil do you think this means for the franchise and the network? Because, I mean, that New York is kind of their pride and joy. Like, they really love New York. Bravo does. Probably because they're right there. But for them to cancel that reunion, I think there is, not only is the boat sinking, the boat's under.
Yeah. Well, this is what I think is going to happen. I think that every, like Real World, all these shows that were like really, really big in the day, I think eventually it can only last for so long, right? And right. I think Bravo, the shows aren't doing as well as they used to. Streaming is what everyone's really pushing to. So I think that they're going to start slowly cutting franchises a little bit at a time. I can't imagine them cutting New York right away, because it was such a highly rated franchise, but maybe they'll just start letting franchises go. But
whenever you can't get control of the cast is when you've lost the show. And it sounds like they can't do a reunion because they can't get control of the cast.
Yeah, I think what Brandi said is kind of true. Like, I remember watching OC when it first came out, and it was so lighthearted and fun. And it was like kind of getting a glimpse into somebody's life, which I thought was very fascinating. But it just spiraled into something that is more and more and more toxic. And then you're having to outdo every season. You're having to outdo the season before. And kind of like, all the Jerry Springer and Maury Povich and all those talk shows back in the day, whenever I was growing up, it was like the big deal, the big thing. And they were pretty lighthearted and fun. And then Jerry Springer came in and it got more and more and more chaotic. Yeah. And there comes a point to where you have nowhere else to go. Right. Because it can't get any darker, but you have a certain audience that's used to so I don't know. I would say, I think they're going to start cutting some franchises, and eventually, I mean, just like everything else, eventually Housewives will be a thing of the past, or there'll just be a few left. Yep. Because they have to figure out what the next thing is for Bravo as well. I mean, I think Below Deck does really well, and and
that's on a dark show.
But that's not a dark show, and the $1 Million Listing does well. Again, not dark, but I do think Housewives was kind of their main show at one point. But I think they have to figure out who Bravo is.
I've heard rumors swirling of a $1 Million Listing Dallas.
Oh, that would be good.
Oh, yeah. Well, Frederic was in town casting or hiring, I guess. Yeah. A few, and one of the real estate agents that we were working with said she knew a lot of people that had gone to the casting. So we shall see.
I think it would be good. Dallas has some amazing real estate.
I have a friend who
there's nothing available right now.
Yeah. I have a friend that was asked to audition for that, but she declined because she was like, it's really, really hard to actually sell a house when you're filming a TV show. Yeah. Like, your numbers are going to go down substantially.
Yeah.
And
I can see that,
Dallas
especially Dallas. Yeah.
Dallas is a weird place. So I think a lot of like LA, New York, all them, they're used to cameras and that lifestyle. But Dallas, like they really, even to film for our show, people are like, we don't want you in our
Everyone's a little shy.
establishments. People don't like it. It's kind of frowned upon. It's a very, so I think Dallas would be a hard place to do $1 million listing. Maybe not, but I think anybody who's going to spend the money to be in those huge mega mansions, like normally wouldn't want in Dallas, just from what I've seen with our show, they don't want any cameras around.
I mean, Dallas is actually a pretty private place, I would say.
It is,
like
yeah.
The people that have like the massive money want nothing to do with any, like they have too many skeletons. They do not want you to see them.
Oh yeah. Like, well, Travis and I have that one friend who's, like blow money out of their anus, and like they would never do Housewives because they are super private, but they're not private at the same time. It's really weird.
Public's criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah. I listened to someone, I don't remember, so you messaged me on Instagram and told me to listen to this podcast on the plane this week. Bethany Frankel has a really, really good podcast, if you've never listened to it. And she did like this whole rant this last week. But remember, she was engaged. I think they were engaged to this guy that ended up dying.
Yes.
So
wasn't it a drug overdose?
No, I want to say it was something health related.
Okay. Oh, I can't remember, but I remember him dying. Yes. Yeah. I remember him. Yes.
So he was a lawyer. So she was saying on her podcast this week, and there were a bunch of other legal podcasts that have kind of gone into this. So it's very interesting, kind of how you're guilty for knowing information but not reporting it. Mm-hmm. So obviously she'd already been a housewife when the time she was dating him, and she was off the show, and they watched an episode of Beverly Hills together, and it was Erica's first season, and he was like, Tom. And she was like, you know that guy? And he was like, yeah, he owes me $500,000.
Oh my God, I did read that. Yes.
And so she kind of went into how it was very well known in the industry. Like the guy was like, Tom does not have money like that. Like there is no way. And he would kind of do anything to make Erica happy. And whenever the show started, that's when the money really started rolling. Like they never had 2 planes. They never had a $40,000 a month glam budget. But whenever the show started, she did. And so she told Kyle and Lisa Rinna and Andy Cohen about this, and everyone was just quiet about it. So I think it's interesting because we had that lawyer on last week, and she was kind of saying, like, to know something and not say something, because who was it that was on Watch It Happens Live? Heather Gay said that she knew there was something up with Jen Shah's business, but she didn't know exactly what it was or what it was, like if it was illegal. And there was a whole thing, the Bravo docket. It's these 2 lawyers. They have a podcast and they go on and they kind of go through all the legal stuff. Mm-hmm. It's very good. But they were basically saying if you know something and you don't turn that information in, you can be just as guilty. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I can say if you know something, but I think if you're like, this makes no sense, then I mean, I think that's very different. Like like Brandi and I have a friend who's, dates somebody who, people are like, what in the world isn't, but who are you to say anything? Like I've known people in my life that who blow money, and I'm like, how, and I'm like, does this person even work? But you know what? It's not mine. I don't pay their credit card bills. So I'm like, well, I don't know. I think to turn someone in that's your friend and not know the facts is like, that's also like going to ruin a friendship, right?
Yeah. No, so I agree.
I don't know. But yeah, it's that the whole Erica thing is insane. And like I said, I haven't watched Salt Lake City. I may do what I did with Beverly Hills and kind of
it's not good yet.
Kind of watch all at once. But also I don't want to watch 2 criminal things at one time. Like I don't like. There's nothing about it that makes me want to watch like Jen Shah and Erica. I can only handle one mentally. Mm-hmm. And right now I've actually invested a few episodes in with the Erica stuff, so I'm going to stick there.
You're also trying to find this missing girl over here. So
yeah, and I'm also looking for a missing girl. Like my life is way too complicated for this other part. I can't handle another thing. But I'm like Brandi though. It gets like if I have too much negativity, I'm like, oh my gosh, like it stresses me out.
Yeah. I'm like, I know. And you know what? I really like Erica too. So I really like want to think positively of her. And then I want to believe her. So I feel like I can see where Erica and Dorito. Like I was, that's the best way I can get her name across because.
Well, it's better because usually you're like, Dorit. Like, you have not watched Beverly Hills a day in your life.
Finding Dorito. Anyways, so I'm with them. Like I just feel like, yeah, I mean, and it's not our place to judge. And I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So, Trey, you are in.
I am in Denver until tomorrow. Then I come home.
Okay. I'm home for a while. Brandi?
Yes, I'm home. I'm home for just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're headed off I'm taking Brinkley on a little trip because it's like the 1 year anniversary of the accident and her birthday. Like they're in the same week.
Oh my God. Brandi.
So we're doing a little getaway. And then we have, we're also doing a getaway with all of Brian's family to honor his mom. So that's all coming up.
Stephanie, I thought you were traveling more this next few weeks.
Well, Travis is, but I will not. I'm going to go on a birthday trip on like the 7th, but that's in 3 weeks. And that's it. No, I'm like, I am say no to travel right now. I'm so sick of traveling. I just want to set my little butt at home. Nope. My skin and my skin, I can tell I've been traveling a lot because my skin gets really dry and then my hair gets dry. Like this morning, I thought I had head lice because my scalp was itchy. I was like, oh my God. But now I feel fine. I felt like Brandi used to always think that she had head lice. Like she would always go to places and get it checked.
I'm like, oh.
I need to be home for a little bit. I'm not a big traveler. Trey, you travel a ton and you're good at it. Travis travels a ton. He's good, but I'm going to be home for just a little bit. Even they started digging our new home, and doing the excavating. Travis is going, but I'm not even going to go because I'm like, I need to be home for a little bit.
The hole,
yeah. Like tell me when they start framing, and then I'll go. But other than that, I'm not gonna go down there right now. I need to be home for a little bit.
Well, enjoy your time at home.
Thank you. Well, I love you guys. Trey, you're opening a bar soon.
Yes, I am. Like the first week in November.
Yes. So good luck with that.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, boys and girls, I'll see you soon. Love you guys. I'm going to unpack and do my laundry now, and I will see you guys very soon.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye,
Love
guys.
you.